Hey everybody, and welcome back to our first channel update in quite a while. So I needed to make this video for a couple of reasons. I'm sure you might have noticed that we've had a little bit of schedule slip lately. That was due to some technical things on my end. It took me the better part of 2 weeks to actually figure out what the problem was, but that seems to be taken care of. Nonetheless, that left me with quite a lot of episodes of stuff to review. The problem was with basically the iPad I use to watch American TV, so like the CW stuff, except for Riverdale. Again, I live in Japan, and Riverdale is simultaneously released here in Japan on Netflix, so I can watch Riverdale no problem. And it's the same. Star Trek Discovery is on Netflix here, so that's why those two shows have had their reviews, more consistent. But nonetheless, I still ended up with a boatload of episodes to watch, and I came to the unfortunate conclusion the other day that just going back and reviewing, like, boy, somewhere in the neighborhood of like probably like 10 episodes of stuff was just not going to be a viable option. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to go with like when it comes to Supergirl and Arrow. Flash was kind of a weird situation where I was able to review one episode before my technical problems kicked in. So I still need to do the most recent Flash episode, but I'm going to be able to knock that out pretty soon. It's really Arrow and Supergirl that were the problem. So what I decided to do there is I'm just going to review the most recent episodes, and the ones that I missed before that, well, we're just going to have to forget about those. It's not a choice I particularly want to make, but there's only so many hours in the day, right? And the big thing is the number of hours in the day in which I'm going to have as free time is going to be taking a pretty dramatic plunge this year. Last Tuesday, I signed up for an online 4-credit college class. I've decided to make 2018 a year to really kind of focus on improving myself, and one thing I've decided to do for both personal and professional reasons is get some additional college credits under my belt. These are online classes. I can take them at my own pace and all that, and usually we're expected to do these in about 4 to 6 weeks. I'm only doing these one at a time, because trying to do multiple of these at a time would be just too much. And to keep in mind, I do have a full-time job as well. And I'm also trying to make sure I set aside some time every day to study Japanese, because again, I live in Japan, and that's just kind of a necessity. So yeah, doing work for a college class, having a full-time job, studying Japanese, and then of course I still want to, have fun, do things like read and play games, and bounce around and visit interesting things in Japan. I also have my Japan-focused other channel, Gaijin Gaiden, to work on. So yeah, there's a lot on my plate right now. I'm going to try to keep the schedule up as best I can, but there are going to probably be a little bit more schedule slip just now due to this whole situation. And I'm sorry about that, but real life does have to take precedent. I'm also going to be tinkering a little bit with the review docket. Originally, I was planning to review every episode of Black Lightning, but I just don't think that's quite viable right now. I've got just too much stuff to review, and that's now. Legends is coming back probably in about another week or so. A little over a week. Legends is going to come back, which is just more to do. And that's just a little too much. So I'm going to do a season 1 review for Black Lightning, which incidentally so far I am really, really enjoying. This show is really, really good. As you've noticed, of course, Doctor Who is kind of out, just because I promised myself, no more. I promised myself a couple of years ago, no more downloading and I have not figured out a way that, yet to watch Doctor Who properly, which is kind of a bummer, but that's kind of how it goes. Anyway, let's see. Oh, yeah, you can also, of course, still count on me to do my movie reviews. Black Panther comes out here in Japan about 3 weeks after it's released in America. It's going to come out early March. I can't remember the day off the top of my head, but I'm really excited for Black Panther, so you can definitely count on a review for that. And of course, when Avengers Infinity War comes out, we're going to be getting a review of that. And yeah, guys, so that's what's going on with us, with where we are right now. So with that said, I'm going to call it here. As always, please comment and let me know what you're thinking. And until next time, take care and have a good one.